Hey everybody, how are we doing this evening? It is the One Life Show. How are we? I am sitting next to the one, the only, Johnathan Tate. Hi, Johnathan.
Hello, Adrian. How are you? You okay? Good to
I'm
see you.
doing good, because it's Friday. I've got that Friday
Yeah.
feeling that the whole week has been one of those weeks, and I'll tell you what, I'm not getting out of bed tomorrow. I'm having one of those days. Is that you, Jonathan, at a weekend, or are you too busy gigging at the moment?
Busy always, really, but not so many gigs at the minute. But other things, this other podcast live sessions I've done yesterday in Bradford, so that was good. Pre-recorded an interview with Sonic Scout Radio that should go out shortly after the Labour Day holidays, so that'd be good. So I had to stay up for midnight for that, so that was good. That was fine.
Brilliant.
Good.
Well, this is to all musicians, you crazy lot. This is why I packed up my speakers ages ago. I can't be doing weekends, lugging like speakers around and guitars around and God knows what else. Those days for me, keep me in a studio at home and put my feet up with a coffee. I'm well happy.
I'm very low maintenance. I just mic because my guitar doesn't have a book. I just mic the guitar up and away I go. Have a seat and put the lyric sheets on a chair or something, or a stand ideally, and then away I go.
Brilliant, excellent, fantastic. Well, everybody, we are here today to celebrate Jonathan's music, but we're also here to find out about a new charity, which is completely new to me. And I need to be telling you lot a bit more about it in detail, because as you can see on the screen below, we've got the FTD Brothers charity in Ireland. Okay, and that was from the parachute testers who came onto the show about 3 weeks ago. So if you go into the YouTube, and while you're there, press subscribe. Okay, but try and find the parachute testers, because they spoke about in quite detail about the FTD Brothers charity. I did find a video about it, and on the show tonight we will put that forward. But the parachute testers said they are so grateful to each and every one of my artists this month who are behind their charity, behind them as an artist, and just grateful for us here at One Life with Sensational Sounds supporting them. And I wish them all the luck, and we will do our very best, and me and Johnathan will start it off tonight, and make sure that we get this new charity loud and proud and out there. Okay, we'll do our very best. But before we do any of that, before we talk to Johnathan, it is the catch-up of the week with One Life. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get Johnathan to start, because Johnathan has just joined the One Life team, and he has joined us as a gold member, which means 6 months down the line, this young man is going to be playing in every single pub down the north, and you're going to hear his name on all the radio stations, all the podcasts and everything else. So there's been people like Johnathan who has joined us this week. So fantastic. Welcome to the team.
Thank you very much. I mean, everyone heard you, so I've got the evidence now. So if I'm not paid all around the world, I'll be coming back to you in 6 months.
That's it. He's going to stamp on my head and say, "Where was my track worldwide?"
Yeah.
We can do what we can with the music industry. It's a crazy world. Please leave in those comments your experiences of being a musician at the moment, because it is a hard game in the world of music at the moment, and getting yourself exposed. And that's one of the reasons why Johnathan has come to us, because we want to help him. Sort of try and get through that wave of people. That big wave of social media people, and other artists, including AI. It's a really hard job these days.
Yeah.
One of the ways we can help Johnathan is our radio station. That was on Wednesday. We say a special thank you to our DJ Cal for putting those songs on for us over here in South Devon. And also in France, over at my indie, the songs have continued to be played for you. And also in good old USA with the Cade and Gordon show. So your One Life music is going around the world still, and Johnathan will have his put on the radio stations in the next week or so. They will be sent over to the DJs, and they will be spinning these records and enjoying his music just like everyone else. So thank you to all of the DJs who have done some great shows this week. I have been listening, and if you haven't been listening, please make sure you check out my indie, the Cade and Gordon show, and also South Devon Radio. Okay, all dedicated to independent artists as well. Trying to think what else we've been doing this week. It's been a really busy week. Sassy's back from Nashville. So we have a country guitarist back from Nashville, coming back to the UK, who has been working with Dolly Parton's cousin over the last few weeks, which is absolutely crazy. I was just speaking to Johnathan about my week. He can pinch me because when I say these names, they are actually real. So she's back to the UK. So she's back with us, and she's looking into being an educator in our academy. So if people want to go to our academy page, we've now updated it because there's lots of people who have joined the academy. You'll find educators, you'll find producers, you'll find songwriters, all of which who will help you as independent artists. So it's been absolutely brilliant week. One more thing that I want to bring up is that we do have someone to keep Johnathan nice and company, being a newbie to the team, okay, because we have got another member who's joined us, Kaylin James, who is a country singer from the UK, and he has just joined us in the team, and he will be joining us on the PR management team next month. So he'll be traveling with you, Johnathan, for starting off for a month. So he's not putting his feet in for 6 months, but we're going to convince him to go for 6 months so you can basically keep each other company and break the charts together. Yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
So Keelianne, welcome to the team, okay, and also all of the others. I think this week has been the busiest week for our team for a long, long time. I think there's been about 10 people join in terms of the bands and the artists and things like that. So welcome to you all, and we absolutely are going to be enjoying your music and hearing all about you in the coming times. That's one live. 6 minutes 57. Not too bad considering we've got a new charity to talk about tonight and a video to say. I am going to get on with the show and introduce you to this man here. So, Johnathan, tell everybody about Johnathan Tate, where you're from, what type of music you do, and how you get people to come and find you.
Yeah, my name is Johnathan Tate, as you say. I'm from Leeds in West Yorkshire, not Kent or anywhere else. You can find me on social media at JR Tate Music 1984, which reveals my age. I'm on Instagram, and that's on my Instagram. My ex, if you just search for Johnathan Tate, because it's a lot of numbers, goes Johnathan, then a load of numbers. I can't remember what they are. And then, as I say, just search for me on Facebook. You'll know you found me because my profile picture is my new single, Craving Control, which was released on the 28th of last month, I think.
Fantastic, brilliant, excellent. Good luck with that one. We will be talking a bit more about your track because I've got that track and it's going to be coming up very soon and everybody can hear it and I can listen to it as well. And as we say, with One Life is Sensational sounds, all of our artists are sensational in their own way. This young man is going to be a future one to look up for, especially with his songwriting, his guitaring and everything else. Okay, he's one for the future and we're going to make sure that he's heard everywhere. In your bio, you spoke about your style of music. Now, you blend rock, folk, hip-hop. Wow, that's a bit of a blend. Do you do them all at the same time or do you just do them sort of at different times?
Probably not. I think where the hip-hop thing came from, because I think in some of the songs, the way I deliver them, I speak, I sing rather quickly, so some people describe it as having that pulsing sort of lyrical type hip-hop delivery that has. The rock that came, that's only really, more described as punk. That's on more of the song from the EP, which is coming up, Little Girl Lost. It's a roller coaster, because a lot of the other songs on the EP and there's 2 standalone singles that I've released, more, I suppose, acoustic driven, kind of like folk songs. Someone on SoundCloud described them as alt rock. So I think I don't know, I think when you're uploading things to DistroKid for distribution, you have to choose a music type, and I've always found it difficult because I don't think I really fit into a box. I just write the lyrics and the melody follows, and then it is what it is. There's no preconceived idea of I want it to be a pop song, I want it to be a rock song, I want it to be a punk song, I want it to be a folk song. It's just the natural evolution of the music and the lyrics. The lyrics are what they are when they come out, and then because the lyrics are always first, then the melody. It kind of you sing it a few times and you play it, and your hand kind of fits. You're playing a few chords, you think, oh, that's all right, I'll try that, I'll go further with that. And then in terms of the strumming pattern, I think your wrist kind of just finds its natural rhythm with the singing as well. So there's never any preconceived idea. There's never no recipe to it. It just happens how it happens. It's kind of like a happy accident, I suppose.
I like that about artists. I like artists who can basically be free-flowing throughout their career. There is a lot of great artists who have done that. You know, you think about Elvis, you think about Robbie Williams, you think about some of our independent artists who have been on the show, who would tell you that they feel that they love changing their style of music because it fits how they're feeling deep inside. And one of the things that we spoke about before coming on today's show is a lot of your songwriting is around how you were feeling at the time and the need to write that song. And actually your connection to lyrics were about your personal journey, you know, including a craving for control. And also Shadow Man were really more about you as a writer and what you was going through in life. Can you explain that a little bit more to the writers? Because there's a lot of musicians do write like this now.
Yeah. The songs I've written, all of the songs I've written over the last 18, 19, 20 months, they were all written during a kind of hard period in my life because an important friendship to me came to an end, and I'm in recovery, just over 2.5 years sober now. And in recovery, we're encouraged to journal. And I tried journaling that a few times back, probably about 13 months ago. Did a couple of pages and then put it down, went to sleep. And the next day you pick it up and you think, this is just angry, incoherent ramblings. So I thought there must be a better way. And then I kind of just started to write again. And the songs were coming and they were helping me process the feelings around the breakup of the friendship, the grief, the emotions, the way of getting it out. And it wasn't, and I never expected it to be, and it wasn't, it was never a silver bullet. So it wouldn't have fixed anything overnight or within that second. It was just getting it on paper and then just getting it out of me, I suppose, because the worst thing I suppose you can do is sit in things because it goes round and round in your head without resolving anything. So I kind of get it out. And going back to the recovery, I was in a rehab from February of 2023 until February of last year. And in the September of 23, someone called Lucy came over to see us in the rehab from something called Tanghole Smart, who are a CIC charity who help people with addiction, mental health issues, in terms of through music, through support to get them back into work. And Lucy did a presentation, talks about her time in recovery and mentioned obviously Tanghole Smart. And she gave us a leaflet to go away with. And I was looking through it and the job stuff didn't really interest me, but I kind of zeroed in on the lyric writing stuff. And I thought that might be quite good. And then took a picture of it, put it in a drawer, and between moving back home and after the rehab, I kind of lost it. But then in the April of last year, April of this year, excuse me, it's gone that quick this year, it feels like it's been a full year. But in the April of this year, I found, I remembered the leaflet and I went through my camera and I found it. And then I rang Sue, who is the wonderful leader or person who's CEO of Tanghole Smart, and I arranged to meet her in their premises in York. And then from there, it's been, because I was doing an open mic maybe once a week or once a month around the corner from me, and then through them, it's kind of given me, through performing on the open mic stage, performing at Tanghole Smart, it's given me kind of more confidence, more belief in my writing. And then June of this year, when you write and you know you've got a good one, so it was a day or two before I went over to Tanghole, and I took the lyrics with me, and I worked with someone who was there, and we figured out a melody, and then I recorded it. I put it on SoundCloud, and then it's just gone mental. Over 2,000 listens in over 50 countries, and it's just mad. And I'm sat here having organised the entertainment fundraisers. Played a live session in Bradford yesterday, recorded 3 singles, 2 of which have been released, recording an EP thanks to Tanghole Smart. Yeah, and I'm sat here speaking with you all.
Brilliant, excellent. And do you know what? I love this program because I get to meet so many great people, and I also get to see how music connects with people in a way that actually not a lot of people would actually understand it or think of it in that way. They see people as pop stars, superstars, people who just play in my local, you know, and they sometimes don't understand what's going on behind that guitar or behind that vocal. And I think this program has really opened everybody's eyes in seeing a different side of music. You know, for anyone affected by tonight's show, and most shows, you know, people do talk quite openly and quite deeply. For anybody who is affected by tonight's show, please let us know, because we do have support and help available. And, you know, like Johnathan said, for that amazing lady that he did meet during his rehab stage, you know, if it weren't for her bringing songwriting into his life, you know, things could have been a lot different. And I think that shows the power of music.
Yeah.
It's definitely for yourself, Johnathan.
Yeah, I mean, I think probably because I'd already started to write in rehab. Whether it'd have ever got this far, I've no idea, but it's always something going back 20 plus years I've done. They were kind of first started off as fiction stories based in a bit of reality, with my own reality, and I've always done. And then, because the drink and drugs had got in the way, the writing kind of went to the wayside until I think October 2001, because I discovered someone called Nadia Sheikh through a YouTube video of her supporting Stereophonics on their Kinds tour, and I saw her video. Someone put a video up of her playing in Paris on that Kind tour, and I saw she had a Gibson SG, and I thought, well, we can go with this. So I watched it and carried on following her, and then in October of 2021, she released her third EP, Undefined, and because I had a little bit of money that I hadn't managed to get hold of and squander on drink and drugs, I was able to follow her. She played 5 dates in Manchester, London, Liverpool, Leeds and Cardiff, so over the space of 2 weeks. So I was able to follow her around and watch her do that. And if I'm honest with you, that was, yes, the music was good. The travel was, in theory, an idea and good, but it was really something to go and take a drink without people being looked at, looking at me, family, friends. And the music was good, and it kind of gave me a glimpse into what was possible, a different, better life. And I got back, and I think the day I got back, actually the afternoon after I got off the train, having already been drinking at 10 o'clock on the train back from King's Cross, from the Tesco around the corner, I got a bag of cocaine and did a bit of that. I had a bit of drink, and then I got this like thing, this urge to write. So I grabbed a piece of paper, and I called them songs at the time, but they were probably, reading them back now, they were probably too short for it to be a song. They were without structure, so if anything, they were probably poems. And they came bang, 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 one after the other, 4 or 5 pieces in about an hour. And they were kind of dark. They were kind of yearning for trying to get out of addiction. I think I captured that, wanting to get out, but being pulled back in again, but having seen the better life. And then, as I say, it was kind of 3 years further until I managed to get into the rehab. And then, because I'd always had a guitar, I think I got my first guitar around the corner from where I live actually now, 2008, but because I was drunk, one night I fell over in my bedroom and fell into the guitar and snapped the headstock off it, so that was the end of that.
That's one way to play it.
What made me play it? I think, I was playing it around that time. I think I was trying to do guitar lessons, but didn't really have the money at the time, so I couldn't be all going. And I was mainly just fiddling with it, because I tried to learn stuff, but it kind of wasn't going in. So I was just fiddling with it, not really knowing what I was doing. And then I think 2002-ish, I met someone called Hannah, who was just recently graduated student at the music college around here, and she kind of was giving me lessons, and I was learning stuff. And I was just a bedroom guitar. I was just doing it for a bit of my entertainment, and enjoying that. And that was all right, on and off, interspersed with periods of drink. But the one thing I never did was, because I could have done, I never sold the guitar. That was always there, literally in the corner of the room, out the corner of my eye. It was always around. And I used to occasionally lying on my bed when I was drunk, high, whatever, listening to Stereophonics, listening to Travis, listening to Nadia, and wanting to be on a stage singing songs. And that's kind of where I am now. And then through the rehab, about 6 months into it, songs started coming, but they were just lyrics, no real structure. They were just lyrics, and that's all that were. And they came around because of all that was going on with the emotions and stuff of that, and they were finding out it's who you are, rediscovering feelings. Because in one of the steps, you're actually asked what the meaning of each feeling is. And I think I actually wrote when I was doing it in my notebook. I know the dictionary definition, but I don't know what they are, because I've spent 20 plus years numbing myself, and so it's all kind of. And then on top of that, you've had the issue with the friend who that was falling apart. So I've used the music kind of to help myself, and now it's kind of radiating out to other people, and it's helping other people. And it's just February, I think, this year, I was sat on the stage at Left Bank, which is a old church around the corner from me. I did my first couple of covers. I think I did Mr. Writer by Stereophonics and How Many Hearts by Travis. Did those, and while my head was up my backside, just trying to do something to express myself through other people's mediums of music. And then I kind of carried on. I've been doing the guitar lessons now with someone else, Charlie actually played on he played on Shadow Man and a Craving for Control, and he also played on all the guitars on apart from Little Girl Lost and all on the EP tracks. Because I've got dyspraxia as well as being an alcoholic and a drug addict. I've got dyspraxia, so I know at times my playing might not be the best. And Charlie, obviously, he's a guitar tutor, so he's by definition better than me because he's teaching me. And I thought, well, why don't I get Charlie on playing on this record, and then it can be the best it can be, because that's what all I want. The art is important. I mean, I was at an open mic the other week, and someone said, tried to just say, hey, Johnathan, the guitar player on your record is something else. Are you happy with that? And I went, yeah, I think the guitar turned out really well, but obviously I think he was getting at something else. He said, no, are you happy because you're just a singer? I kind of looked like it, like he had 2 heads, 6 noses and 3 arms, and he went, what do you mean? Am I happy? I wrote the lyrics, I wrote the melody, the song is mine still, but why would I not want the song to be the best it can be? My ego isn't important, the song is. So that's, I think, I don't know, that's how that came about, that collaboration. And then
brilliant.
Because
I tell you what, one thing I know about you, Johnathan, if we don't reel you in, the listeners are going to be here for the next 3 years, because one thing is you talk lots, and you've also got lots of great songs. So we're going to get one of those songs out, because on tonight's program we've got quite a lot else to go through. But one of the things that you have brought up since I've known you, Johnathan, and there's a like off one of my rock singers, Jay Luke, he's put his thumbs up while you were talking about rehab and what music meant to him, and that's over in America. And I think music and drugs and alcohol, there is a big collaboration in terms of the connection to music, but the positive side of it in terms of getting you away from the addiction, getting you away from your troubles. And, you know, there is some positive sides of it as well. You know, there is support groups out there. You mentioned your dyspraxia. We do have a mentor who supports people who are neurodiverse and people who have dyspraxia in the academy. So it's nice to hear how music has actually got you to a point where you've refocused yourself and re-supported yourself, and all those great people who has supported you as well, which is absolutely fantastic. And you've got thumbs up even from the United States of America from Jay Luke. So if you're listening, Jay,
thank you for
joining in. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to play and let Johnathan talk some more after his first song of the night. We're going to bring his song up and he's going to tell you all about why this song was written and also a little bit more about this track. I say Craving for Control. Let the audience know why you wrote it.
Craving for Control, as I say, was one of those songs written during the breakdown of the friendship. I think Craving for Control, what it represents is people, particularly in the day and age we're in now, and I know it's ironic I'm sat on where I'm sat, but social media, people like to maintain an image of control, present a role in a life that isn't really who they are, because social media is a very heavily edited snapshot of a person's life. And I think the person that the song was written about kind of did want to present an image of being in control, being the bubbly, vibrant, happy life and soul of the party, when there kind of might have been things going on underneath that nobody knows about, but you want to present this image of being together, of being in control and being happy. And Craving Control, the title comes from a need of wanting to have control over life, wanting to control the image people have of you, and people build walls as well, because life shapes us. It turns us into something that maybe we didn't want to be when we were young. And we look out from these walls and see that actually these walls are actually keeping people at a distance and at the expense of genuine, honest connection. And that kind of what that song is about, I suppose.
Johnathan, I'm going to put this song on, and I want my listeners to listen to the lyrics, because the lyrics do tell you a lot about Johnathan's life. And for those writers who do write like this, I think anyone else listening to people's tracks these days, please take a listen to those lyrics, because they are very heartfelt, and it does tell us of a journey and a story for Johnathan. So thank you for bringing this to us, and I hope everybody enjoys it.
It's hard to see it when you're stuck in a wall without words. It's hard to keep believing in what you don't know anymore. All the people that pass you by, they don't see the things about you that make you cry. No matter how hard you try, it never gets better. You put on your Sunday best and try again. But you're stuck on this trend, going down this broken track. You're always on the go, trying to figure out the things you don't really know. Is there a never after, a craving for control? But you can find your way one step at a time. Don't wait in line, your time is now. Keep walking now, looking back. Keep growing, don't be afraid to change your track. Keep your head held high, look up at the clouds, drown out the sounds all around. Don't wait for permission, you're in charge of your life. There's a fire that burns inside of you. Don't let your mind quell the flames. Don't sell yourself short, let it rise up to the sky. Don't listen to the lie, let your star shine bright. It's hard to see when you're stuck in a wall without words. It's hard to keep believing in what you don't know anymore. All the people that pass you by don't see the things about you that make you cry. No matter how hard you try, it never gets better. You put on your Sunday best and try again. But you're stuck on this trend, going down this broken track. You're always on the go, trying to figure out the things you don't really know. Is there an ever after, a craving for control? But you can find your way one step at a time. Don't wait in line, your time is now. Keep walking now, looking back. Keep growing, don't be afraid to change your track. Keep your head held high, look up at the clouds, drown out the sounds all around. Don't wait for permission, you're in charge of your life. There's a fire that burns inside of you. Don't let your mind quell the flames. Don't sell yourself short, let it rise up to the sky. Don't listen to the lie, let your star shine bright. Play your music loud, walk the highway, take a risk, see what's on the other side sometime. Don't tell me I've moved on and I'm in a better place just 'cause you confess the truth.
Let's bring everybody back. Well done. So heartfelt. I'll tell you what, I love songwriters who tell me about their life in a song. You know, you can just feel the passion in that, and you can feel how much that song meant to you in terms of lyrics. It must be quite hard to write a song like that, let alone play a song like that, especially playing it live to people, which you have done. Tell us a bit about your journey, about playing that song from the bedroom to actually on a radio show and podcast.
Yeah.
How's it felt?
Yeah, quite surreal because of, I think, as you were saying backstage before, these songs, well, as I said, these started off to help me. A lot of these songs are less than 2 years old, just over a year old now. I've mentioned, I don't know. I used to go to a group over in New York called Town Hall Smart, who help people get back into employment, with people with addiction, mental health issues, help them get back to work through music as well, and education. And I've been going there since April of last year. Unfortunately, the funding's just run out, so for now that is on hold. But I've been going there since April last year, and then just performing songs in front of people, writing them, because we used to we get given a brief, and then we're given 25 minutes to go away and do it, write a song, a melody, and come back and play it in front of the group. I mean, I found I could do it, but I didn't feel like the songs were representative. I felt it too intensely, like factory farming a hen. It wasn't natural. It wasn't a process that was natural to me. I could do it, but it didn't feel true. So I found myself going away, and then because of what I was going through with the breakdown of the friendship, as things were coming to me, I was just making note of them in my phone, because I catch things as they happen. It's a very instinctive way of working. It's never preconceived. I never write a song about A, B, C, or D, or think I want it to be like Travis Stereophonics. What comes out, comes out. And then I found myself looking through my phone on the hour over on the train and thinking, right, that goes there, and piecing it all together, putting a bit of meat on the bones. And then a couple of days before one session, I wrote "We Are Humans" and the lyrics, and I thought, this is a good one, actually. And then we went over, because I'd noticed the week before some people were having songs recorded on phones, and I worked with someone and said, look, can I record this? And they said, yeah. So I put it on YouTube, SoundCloud, excuse me, about 3 months ago, just as a punt between stops on the train, between bouts of signal. And I thought, I'll just give it a try, see what happens, put it on. And it took off. Then came songs like Destructive Force, Little Girl Lost, I think, is on there. And I think the original Roller Coaster is on there. Shadow Man, that It might be on there. I think actually it is. And then they were on there, and then I wanted to do something with them, see if they could be more than just rough demos after reaching places like Africa, Vietnam, China, America, Farley, all over. See where they could reach, see what they could do. And I managed to find a recording studio, recorded one song became two, became three. Thanks to Time Called Smart, they became an EP, and here I am now. It's just gone without...
From strength to strength. That's a nice way to put it. Right, young man, we are 35 minutes in the show. You probably didn't realise it had gone so quickly, but it has tonight.
No.
So what we're gonna do, everybody, is we're gonna go through what we normally do. We're halfway through the show, and we are gonna introduce you to the FTD brothers. And I'm gonna read you a little passage out from the Parachute Testers, because they were unable to join us on the show this evening because they're busy in their studio doing their next singles and their next albums. So they just asked me to read an email to everybody to introduce these two boys and why it means so much to them. So basically what they've said is thank you so much, everybody, for allowing us to be the artists of the month. We have finally chosen our charity, and we'd like to support the FTD brothers. They are two young lads who sadly lost their mum to FTD at the age of 52 and have since discovered that they too carry the faulty gene and will therefore develop the same FTD as their mum. It's heartbreaking, but they are so positively minded and determined to help spread awareness about this disease. We think, as a band, that they are amazing. So it's something that I didn't know about. I know about genetics and genetic diseases, but this particular one I didn't. So what I researched these, and I've got a video to play to you all to have a bit of understanding about these two, why they're so amazing to the Parachute Testers. So I'm going to put it on now. So we're going to have a quick little break, and we're going to put this onto the show for you. And while it's on the show, please keep doing the research like me. Let's find out where their websites are. Let's find out where their support is, and let's get it over the month as many places as we can. What's going on? It's going a bit weird. Hang on a minute.
Gremlins in the system.
It's going weird. I've got gremlins in the system this evening, everyone. Just ignore at the moment. Sing to yourself, everybody, because there's gremlins in the system, and it's literally like throwing us off everywhere this evening. Typical YouTube. Okay, I am going to bring this properly for you, everybody. Okay, just give me 2 seconds. I love it when there's gremlins in my system. It's like, yeah, I'm just going to throw everybody off tonight. Everybody. Okay, no, I don't own the rights to this YouTube. Leave me alone. At the end of the day, I'm trying to do something good for people. Okay, I'm going to find it properly on YouTube. While I'm doing that, I would like, because you did mention a couple of charitable gigs and charitable support, and you were at a hospital radio the other day. Can you tell everybody a bit about this hospital radio you was at?
I was at St. Luke's Sound in Bradford yesterday, who've been going since 1979 for the patients and the staff of St. Luke's Hospital.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I went down there yesterday. I was through someone I know on an open mic circuit. They put me in touch with them, contacted them, and then they've been playing my song actually, I think. And I went down yesterday. I did a similar type of thing to this, a chat, and did a live session. Played a couple of songs. I did "Let Her Go Lost," which is the title track from the new EP, which should be out sometime towards the end of October. And then I did the song you've just played, "A Craving for Control." A bit more chat, and packed up and we left. It was good, very good.
Brilliant. Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so lovely to see all of our artists doing like their piece for hospitals. You know, there's a lot of hospices, there's a lot of care homes, there's lots of places where musicians can go to, which is absolutely fantastic. I've got the FTV brothers, and I'm just hoping it's the same one. I hope there's not two of them. And I'm going to play you a clip of these two boys. How they run the length of the UK. Geez, I can't even run the length of the local path. Let alone the length of the UK. Especially with a genetic disease as well. Jesus, these boys are brave. You know, at the end of the day, it's absolutely crazy. Bless them. Let me stop the screen. We will get there eventually, everybody, this evening. It's been one of those weeks. It really has. There you go. Let's get the boys on, and then they can tell you a little bit about them. We'll play this for a little while, get to know the boys a bit, I think.
Would be a good time to sit down with Key. So we're going to head over there now to Dad's house. What plans for the future? See how Key's last couple of days feel completely mentally drained, all energy. I'd be interested to see how he's feeling. I've got some big plans this week. Got a meeting tomorrow evening with Simon Squibb. Hopefully Simon can help us moving forward with different things. So helping us kind of improve and grow on across all of our social platforms. And basically me and Kian would love now to move forward and dedicate our lives to being full-time applicants. So people, we have arrived, just waiting for the key man to answer the door. My dad's done with the front door here. Lovely wreath. Definitely Max's touch. Hello! You look different to Kian.
I know, not.
Is he in?
He's upstairs.
Hi Kian. Come around to get some content. Oh, go on, brother.
You don't threaten stuff like this, do you? But I won't be able to go to the lawn again after doing this.
Why?
Oh, I just can't do it.
Why? But you're already a bit of a legend because you just ran the length of the UK. You're all going to get edited anyway.
I just won't be able to go out in public.
I remember my mum calling Kennedy.
Fantastic. So I'm going to remove that. I've just read a statistic about that particular week that they were doing their walk across the UK. £250,000 that they raised for their mum's charity. You know, and for boys who have got that genetic condition, you know, being on social media, raising the money in the way that they do, and also doing that great walk, and £250,000 better for their mum's charity. Absolutely well done, boys. We are going to find out all about you over the next month. It's only day one, so we will find out a lot more about you. But for those who want to find out a bit more, please get hold of the Parachute Testers. Please follow, and we will put some links out tonight as well. But it seems a good charity. I'm looking forward to spending the month with them and finding out more about them. It looks really, really good. So let's get back to the interview. Let's get back to yourself, okay? Because we've got another 20 minutes left, okay? In relation to this year itself, what's been your favourite thing that you've done since you put the our EP together? Can I just mention this? This young man has come to me to say that he wants exposure. There's podcasts over in America he's already done already. So, you know, you've had quite a lot going on this year. What's been your favourite?
I suppose I think possibly the recording process for the singles and the EP itself, because it's kind of everything that's happening now is, I suppose it's because I've done it myself. I found the recording studio, I found the producer, I found yourselves. I found the radio stations, pitch after pitch. Tried BBC, couldn't get anywhere with those. So found Coastal Breeze, found Sonic Scout Radio over in America, found Rock Rage Radio in America. And then through, I go to the Cloth Cat Open Mic, who are a community charity based in South Leeds, who help people from deprived backgrounds and underprivileged children through music. And I go to a Thursday night open mic at the Packhorse, which is opposite Leeds University, and through chatting to people, going every week playing. Paul, Phil, excuse me, who does the open mic comparing sometimes, I sent him in some music and he forgot about it, so I reminded him a couple of weeks ago, and he played the song because they do something called Northern Green Gathering in Normanton, which is near Wakefield, just north of Leeds, and they played the 7-hour podcast showing the highlights of the musical interviews highlights of that weekend, and closed the podcast with a Craving for Control. And through that, I'm going down to do another podcast with him next Wednesday. And Sonic Scout, as I said, I found them on Instagram, I think, and I did an interview with them that will be going out at some point after Labor Day in America. So it's just Coastal Breeze as well. That's next Sunday. So it's just how it's happened. It's just took off.
You won't have time to relax. You're going to be a very busy man, like I told you. At the end of the day, this is absolutely lovely to hear. And the reason why I've given you a bit more time to reflect on your life today is that the fact that I'm hearing so many great projects coming from you around the community for musicians, for those who have had, like yourself, some really difficult problems in your life. There seems to be a very good community around where you are, in terms of open mics, in terms of people who want to support and help you. And tonight's program, actually, we're 47 minutes into it, and it's been one of those programs that I've actually really enjoyed, because there's a big sort of like emphasis on community spirit in music, and a lot of support given to somebody. Without those people around him, would have probably not been where he is today. And, I want to say thank you to all those people out there.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sue. Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant.
Stuff, yeah.
Definitely, and it is so great to see you don't, we're going to have a couple of people on One Life with Sensational Sounds join our team, who are community therapists and psychotherapists and support therapists for the music industry. And we're going to bring those into our team, because actually there's so many people who can do so many great things for people who are going through addiction, going through mental health, going through difficult times in their life. Like Johnathan, find them another journey to go through to make it more positive. And it's a pleasure working with this young man. And I'm really looking forward to the next 6 months, everybody. And please keep an eye out for this young man's music, because there's going to be plenty coming on your radio stations, plenty coming on your podcast. And you know what? I'm hoping for good things for him. Right, Johnathan, we've got 10 minutes left, and what we're going to do is we're going to do what we do best. We're going to raise a bit of money for this charity, but we're also going to take on anyone who's listening when it comes to our quiz. So Jonathan's not been involved in these quizzes before. He probably will never, ever do this on a podcast again, and he'll be expecting to do it on every podcast, but no, this is something a bit different for him, okay? So we're going to bring our wheel over to us and find out what our quiz is going to be tonight. While I am doing that, Johnathan, I want you to tell my audience some of the places, some of the venues, and some of the things that you're going to be doing in the next few weeks so they can come and find you. And then I also want you to tell the people, lovely people out there, if there's anyone you want to thank for the special times that they've given you to help you with your music.
In terms of appearances, obviously, other than I've got the Cloth Cat thing that will be being recorded on the 10th of this month. That'll go out some point when Phil decides to do his editing and get it online. So if you keep an eye on their feed, then 14th, as I say, of September, I've got the I've got the Coastal Breeze radio interview, so that'll be good. And then the 20th of September, the day after I turned 41, which is an age I never thought I'd see when I was in all the madness.
Doesn't get any easier, ask Paul.
I know, bits have already stopped working for you. After that, 20th of September, I'll be down at the Primrose Pub, which is on Meanwood Road. So tickets should be available for £5 on the door, and then there's me and 4 others artists playing.
Brilliant.
From about 6:30.
Brilliant. Sounds as though it's going to be a very busy time. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone particularly you want to say thank you for supporting you and making you where you are now?
So thank you to my family. Thank you for putting up with me in all the years of decades of stupidity, drunken debauchery, and madness. Thank you for Kat for allowing me not to feed her for the last hour. Thank you for who these songs are about. Thank you for being there and what happened. 2 people have their own rights, and kind of these songs came out because the friendship was rewritten. I got things wrong. I acknowledged that, and then I was blocked. My point of view wasn't given an airing, so, and I know I didn't do things the best, and I do regret them, but my song is kind of saying, hang on, this is what the friendship was, this is what it meant, this is what happened, and this is my version. And I think...
Okay. Let's get them out, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Definitely, let's get them out. You know, I can really feel the passion from you, but let's get this quiz over tonight, because I tell you what, it's been one of those long weeks, and we've got lots and lots coming up for your amazing ears next week on the show. But let's see what the quiz is going to give us this week. Is it going to give us something nice to finish the week off? Please, please, please do not be science and nature, or I'll scream. I'm going to spin it again.
Feels like there should be a drum roll.
Food and drink. On a Friday. Actually, that's quite, food and drink's quite good on a Friday. So if you was going out on a night out in Leeds, because nobody knows much about Leeds, the only thing I can think of is Leeds is Chris Moyle. So tell us a bit about Leeds. Where would you go for good? Where would you go for good food and drink in Leeds?
Where would I go? Take away at the bottom of the street. There's a nice Mexican at the bottom of the street. I mean, I don't really tend to eat out around Leeds. When I go to London, I go to London quite a lot. I tend to eat out more around there. Diet's very poor at the minute from a lot of takeaways, but must do better. But there is a nice curry. There is a nice curry place actually. Indian Feast, I think it's called, just opened near me in Hyde Park, which is very good. Bengal Brasserie as well.
You've had official notice from someone in Leeds. What are the best places? What the hell's going on with this picture? That's got to be the best picture of the week. I'm sorry, I stopped these on the YouTube. I don't know if you can see it, guys and girls, but this has got to be the funniest picture I've seen. I'm just going to bring it on the screen for you. Here you go. This is the new rock star of the weekend.
It's an album cover, that.
That's an album cover, that is. I think we should use it as an album cover. Small things, please, small minds. And that's me on a Friday night at the end of the week. Anyway, everyone, let's get onto our quiz, onto our food and drink quiz.
Extra gum. Chew good.
Right, can you hear the music?
Yeah, I'm just wondering who Carol is.
I really don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go behind the screen. I won't see you, so no funny faces to me. Just join in with me, okay? These are quiz questions, okay? But we're only going to do 10. We're not going to do 50 because I'll fall asleep by 20. Okay?
Not with the amount of coffee you've had, you know.
I know, seriously, I've had loads. Had to. Oh, okay. Apart from the music sending me to sleep, the first question is quite an easy one, I think. but I'm going to give it to my guest, and I'll do the next one. Okay, so this one's for you. Where were French fries first invented? Was it France, Belgium, USA, or United Kingdom?
France.
You're saying France. French fries. Let's see if you're right. No, it was Belgium.
I
So
knew it.
everybody, like us two, with the word French, we would have gone for French fries, but no, it's in Belgium. I didn't know that. I thought, like US.
It's a very loaded question. Misleading.
I get the fishy question. What type of fish is in an omelette, Arnold Bennett? Haddock, plaice, herring, or salmon? I'm going to go salmon. Am I right? What do you reckon?
I've no idea.
You absolutely no idea. Well, you're not much help, are you?
Gordon Bennett, Northern Ireland, isn't it?
It's haddock. I'm going to go haddock.
I
Right,
was
you're
about
one.
to say that.
Yeah, we always say that.
Mm.
What was the first food eaten in space? Was it chocolate, peanuts, yogurt, or apple sauce?
Well, yogurt and apple sauce are going to be very messy in zero gravity,
Yeah,
aren't
isn't
they?
it? Yeah.
Peanuts could be painful.
Stick down your throat.
Possibly, yeah. Chocolate.
Chocolate. So we go chocolate.
Yeah.
That's right. It was apple sauce.
No, well, yeah. Makes sense. It's a seed, isn't it?
Well, do you know what? I was just about to say that. What type of food is a peanut, everybody? Is it a nut, a seed, a legume? What's a legume? Or a berry? I would say it's a seed. I'm going for a seed. Can't be a nut. That's too easy. No, it's a legume. We're not doing very well here. Come on. Halfway through. Okay, what flavour milkshake is the most popular in the USA? And for all those USA artists who get it wrong, you're all going to be fined $5. Okay, so if you put it in the comments and you've got it wrong, you're all going to be fined $5. What do you reckon? Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, or banana?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. I'm going to go strawberry.
Okay.
It is vanilla. Well done. I would have said chocolate. Why vanilla? I don't know why America would like vanilla. No one likes a vanilla milkshake. It's boring.
Plain boring, yeah.
Isn't it? It really is.
Yeah.
Okay, what type of cheese would you find in a Reuben sandwich? Why do I get all the hard ones? Swiss, Gouda, cheddar, or I can't even say that one. Manchego? Have you ever heard of that cheese?
Can't say I have, no. No, cheddar.
I haven't. Well, the only ones I know is Swiss and cheddar, so I'll go for Swiss. Let's see if I was right. It is! Oh, yes! We got another one. Hey. Oh, come on. We can get more than two. It's being kind to us now. Where was pizza invented? Rome, Naples, Chicago, or New York? Where are you going?
Chicago.
It was Naples. Since when was pizza in Chicago? I know you're thinking of Chicago town pizza, but that What the mamma
See
mia
ya.
say about the pizza? You know, in Italiano.
The mistake I made was I should have had a coffee.
What a mistake to make. Okay.
Mario.
Mario, yeah, Luigi. Great film. Okay, where is Gouda cheese made? Belgium, Italy, Netherlands, or Spain? I'm going to go Netherlands. I don't know why. It just shouted out to me that
Yeah.
cheese is in Netherlands. Yay!
Yeah.
That's a complete
Not so
mess.
bad.
A fluke. That's a fluke. Okay, what is the principal ingredient of borscht? I don't know, it looks like
Borscht.
soup to me. Borscht.
Tomato.
Onion,
Tomato,
carrot, or beetroot. Do you reckon tomato? It looks like tomato, doesn't it? It looks like a soupy type thing with some cream and some
Yeah.
basil on the top. Okay, let's see if it's tomato. No, it's beetroot.
Who knows?
Beetroot's purple.
Who knows?
Okay, for the last question of the evening, we have got 4 out of 10 at the moment. Can we make it 5? We're going to basically go for it together. Where would you find Tom Yum soup? For God's sake. Vietnam, Turkey, Thailand, or Indonesia? I'm ruling out Turkey for definite. It's got to be Vietnam or Thailand, but which one? Or Indonesia?
Vietnam, yeah.
Vietnam. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll
I'm
go
not
for
saying that
Vietnam.
with any certainty.
I'm going to support you in this. I am going to go for Vietnam as well.
Thank you.
It's Thailand. Do you know what?
Oh, well.
4 out of 10 for a Friday evening. 4 out of 10. I'm quite happy with that. You know, at the end of the day, it's not the worst we've had. We have had a 0 out of 10, believe it or not. Okay,
Oh.
we have had a 0 out of 10. So everybody, it is 8:05. It is Friday evening. I'm going to let Johnathan put his feet up and relax, and let everybody else relax for the weekend. Any plans for the weekend, Johnathan?
I'm going to a fundraising punk festival in Bradford tomorrow for the homeless, so that'll be good.
Oh.
Not playing, but just watching it, so that'll be good.
Fantastic. Well, I was just looking up what I'm going to be doing on Monday when we come back to the show. At 7 o'clock, we have got Lucky LTM all the way from the USA. So make sure you join us and make sure you download this young man's music, and you'll be seeing a lot from him and me after the weekend. Take good care, everyone. Have a good evening. We'll see you again
Thank you.
soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.